We need to take trading a lot more seriously than we think we are already doing. Some of us aren't taking trading seriously. Some of us are literally just want to get in here, make money, and that's it. So let's listen to a guy named Leighton Robinson. The reason why we need to be taking trading very seriously.
I wanted to have an honest conversation about taking trading seriously. And I'm not saying that you don't care about trading. I'm saying that there's a difference between caring about trading and also taking trading seriously, because you can care about trading and watch all of the YouTube videos you can, learn as much as you want about trading, be in discords, whatever it might be, but then
Mm,
you're not journaling, you're not reviewing
mm.
your past trades, you're not collecting enough data, or you've just blown a funded account and your first instinct is just to buy another one and go again. But
How many times do we impulsively do that? Like you blow in a prop firm account, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Dang, I need to get another account," and you buy another one and you blow it. How many times do we trade, but we're not journaling? We're not going back and looking at the reason why we win or the reason why we lose. We're not taking it seriously. We're just kind of like just trading our day away and not really caring about our data. We need to be tracking our data.
you're not taking the time to debrief and go through your data, go through your journal,
Hmm.
see what worked, see what didn't work, see what led to blowing that account. On the other hand, you're probably trying to size too big, to make money back because, you can handle the loss. So you're not, taking it seriously with correct risk management, but, you care about it because you want to make money in trading, which is a good thing, but you need to take it seriously to get to the next step. And this is why you find that you keep getting stuck in this circle and that you're not progressing past this certain point, or you feel like trading doesn't work for me. Trading isn't clicking. It's not clicking because you're not taking trading seriously. Trading is a business and every loss is a business expense. And that's how you need to view it, because it's all P&L, it's all profit and loss, it's all profit margins. It
Mm.
is a business and it needs
We need to treat it like a business. Like I said in my other videos, if we're not treating it as a business, then we're treating it as a gambling station, like a casino.
to be treated seriously like a business. Because, like, if any business, if you don't take things seriously and manage your risk, the business is going to shut down. It's the same as
Mhm.
trading. If you don't manage your risk, you're going to blow the account. And I'm saying this because I was in this
Right.
position where I cared about trading, but I wasn't taking it seriously. And I thought that what I was doing was the right thing, taking trades, trying to
Mhm.
make money, getting the best strategy, learning more about the markets. But the things that I needed to take seriously, I kind of like brushed over it. I was like, I don't need to journal. Who needs data? I don't need any of that stuff. I'm just going to trade, enter here, make money.
Mm.
But it doesn't work like that, right? Not taking trading seriously is costing you money. But a more important thing is it's costing you time. And I know I've touched on it before that all of these lessons are building you into become that profitable trader, but it's not going to build you into that trader if you are not taking it seriously. Think about anything else in your life, your job, your relationship, your fitness, anything like that. If you don't take it seriously and put in the effort, it won't work. Like,
I like that. It's taking more of your time. You're basically setting yourself back to becoming successful, and you're putting more time added on to how long it's going to take for you to become successful because you aren't taking trading seriously. You guys have probably been doing this for years and years on end, but the reason why you have not gotten or crossing over to the next level is because you're not taking it seriously, and on the same time you're adding more time to what it's going to take for you to get to that next level. You really got to think about that.
for example, the gym, you can care about it and say, I really want to get in shape. I really want to lose weight, whatever it might be,
Mhm.
your goal. But if you don't take it seriously, it's not going to happen. You can still go to the gym and not get anywhere. Just like trading, you can still trade and not get anywhere. And the markets are genuinely one of the hardest arenas you will ever step into. You are sitting
Mhm.
across from institutions, hedge funds, people with millions of dollars and massive teams behind them. And you think you
Yeah.
can go in half prepared and think you're going to outperform them and make money. You have to be better than that, because
Ooh, y'all better watch out. He cooking right now. If you think you can go in this industry and think, oh man, I'm going to outsmart the institutions. I'm going to think that I can take trades with them every single time. Yeah, you out of luck. You're just guessing at this point because you're messing with the big ballers, and we don't even know a fraction of what goes on in this industry. So stop trying to, oh, we got to buy with the institutions. Oh man, we got to outsmart them. You can't. All right. Go with a strategy, go with your analysis, and just trust it. And we just gotta hope that we are all on the right side of the institutions, right? We definitely don't want to be against them. But some of you guys are really overcomplicating this game, and this is the reason why it's creating more complications to your trading plan
They are showing
and trading journey.
up every day. So what does it look like to actually take trading seriously? The
Mm.
first thing is to have a written trading plan. You need to have a plan of what you are doing. You need to go in and be like, I need to do this, 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 and this before I enter. This is my criteria. This is what gives me the green light to execute. You need to have it written down and know exactly what you're doing. You cannot go into the charts and just go, oh, this setup looks good, I'm going to take it. Why are you taking that trade? You have to know a definitive answer of why you are taking that trade. The next thing is journaling. You need to journal absolutely everything, every setup, every entry, every exit, why you took that trade, how.
And that is no excuse for why we aren't journaling our trades. If you say, well, I don't want to write it down, well, they have journal apps now. Go ahead and download a P&L calendar and journal and track every single trade that you do. It just helps with your data, and it shows who you are as a trader.
You felt everything. To find the patterns in your own behavior, you need to be able to look back over it to see the patterns. If you don't write anything down, how are you going to see the patterns? You're just going to try to remember it, but you probably can't remember what you did yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. How are you going to remember all of those previous 50 to 60 trades? You physically cannot do that. And if you don't know, then you're going to continuously make the same mistakes over.
I'm sorry that I keep pausing this, but I have to get this off my chest. It's like an athlete who goes back and watch their game film. When they not only are they're watching what they could do better, but they're also watching what they did wrong and how they can correct that, or what they're doing right and how they can continue to improve that. And this is the reason why trading you should take seriously, because when you go back and look at your trade results, you're like, okay, what can I improve? What can I look out more for? This is going to actually take your trading to the next level. And at the same time, you begin to take it more seriously, and you quicken the journey. You quicken you quicken the success of your career to get to where you really want to be as a trader.
Over and over and over again, and you can't correct it. The next thing that you need to do is set systems in place after you've worked out what it might be that your issue is. If you are someone who tilts after a loss, you need to set up systems in place to keep yourself in check, because no one else is going to keep you in check, and no one really cares if you tilt, because the more you tilt, the more money you give away and the more someone else makes. So the more you tilt, probably the better for them. But you need to put systems in place to stop yourself from doing it. Whatever it might be, you need to have something, a system that snaps you out of it. Whatever it looks like for you, going for a walk, shutting the laptop, doing some meditation, whatever that is, it's different for everybody, but you need to find something that works for you. It's just trial and error. Being okay with a red month. Doing everything perfect, following your plan, following your system, doing everything that you were supposed to do, and walking away at the end of the month negative, because it happens to everybody. Despite what they say online, everybody has red months. Everybody has losing trades. The question is whether or not you use them to become better or tilt more.
That is so good. And we have to be able to take losing months. The biggest risk is when a trader goes on tilt for the reason that they do not want to be in a losing month. Guess what is going to happen? You cannot avoid a losing month. Now, you can avoid losing more than you should by following your trading plan. And I noticed that traders who follow a trading plan in a risk system tend to be way less in drawdown than traders who go on tilt, because now traders who go on tilt, they're playing catch up, and traders who are just in a little bit of drawdown for the month, and even if they end the month in red, 9 times out of 10, when they are looking back at their data, when they are reviewing why they lost, a lot of times the next month they end up profitable. Why? Because they start looking at, okay, maybe next time I won't take this setup, or maybe next time since I'm seeing more red or I am losing, I'm going to take less trades. So it's okay to adjust your trading plan, but people who are disciplined and stick to the system actually save their money versus people who go on tilt and they just blow their money like, oh, I'm going to purchase 5 or 10 more prop firm accounts. Then they blow that because they're playing catch up. Again, now you are adding more time to you as a trader to where you need to be. You're pushing yourself way far back than you should.
And you need to review your data. You need to know what's working, what's not working. It needs to be treated like a business. I said it before, trading is a business. You need to treat it that way. You're not going to make it if you're just fumbling through it and just winging it. You cannot wing trading. You will incur massive, massive losses, right? The main thing that you can do to take trading seriously is to get your mind in check. Understand why you respond to things the way that you do. You need to understand that so you can work on it, because it's not going to miraculously fix itself. And when you become profitable, it does not magically go away. You can become unprofitable very, very quickly, even if you've just become profitable, if you cannot get your mindset in check. It is the most important thing. I harp on about it, and I know I go on about it a lot, but it is so important. Anybody can learn a strategy. You can learn a strategy in a couple of months, but if your mindset isn't there, you cannot execute that strategy, and you will not be able to manage your risk, and you will not be able to manage the trade, and you will still be unprofitable. Even if someone gave you the trade and said, this is the entry, this is the take profit, and this is the stop loss, you will still not take that trade because you will have fear and doubt in your mind that the trade won't work out. And you need to be able to overcome that. And the only way to overcome that is to get your mind in check. There's a great book called The Chimp Paradox. It talks about when your brain gets hijacked. So if you're in a situation and you tilt in trading, for example, and then you're like, oh, why have I done that? I know I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't control myself. I could not stop it. It talks about that, the hijacking of the mind, your prehistoric brain, and ways to overcome it and how to deal with it, because that is what is getting in your way. And that's what you need to learn to overcome and take trading seriously, because that brain is also what's telling you to avoid risk. It's making you avoid losses. It's making you scared to entry. It's also the part of the brain that makes you want to revenge trade because you've just lost money and it needs to get that back because it can't handle a loss. Like, this is the most important thing that you can do to take your trading seriously. Everything else I mentioned, such as journaling, data, all that kind of stuff, those are the pieces of the puzzle that you need to put in place so that you can work on the chimp brain that you have so that you can overcome those issues.
Isn't it crazy how this is? It's so simple because we know exactly what he's talking about, but it's so hard in real time. It's so hard in real time because we don't have self-control. And if we realize if we can get our self-control and our emotions together when we're trading in these markets, how much better far off we will be in trading. But the markets are tempting. The markets are for sure enticing. And that's the reason why some of us need not some of us, most of us and all of us need a system we need to stick by. So we don't go on tilt. So we don't revenge trade. So we don't blow accounts. And if you blow accounts, it better be because you stuck to your trading plan, but for some reason the market conditions were just awful. But even so, your risk perimeters should be locked in, should be in place. You should know how much you're willing to lose per day or per trade. Instead of guessing, oh, I'm going to lose 500 here. Oh, I'm going to lose maybe 200 here. Oh, next day you're losing like $1,000. Today I'm going to lose about 200. No, you need to have a perimeter to where if you cross a certain boundary of this risk perimeter, you're like, I'm done for the day. This is going to save you from over leveraging, over trading, blowing accounts, etc., etc.
And I feel like, personally, people fail trading not because they didn't learn enough, but because they didn't commit to trading how they should have. It wasn't that they didn't understand their strategy. It was that they didn't trust their strategy and they didn't trust themselves. If you don't trust your system and you don't trust yourself, you won't be able to make it. Back yourself. Have unshakable belief. When no one's there and everybody's doubting, you need to back yourself 100%. That is what every trader who makes it does. They believe in themselves 100%. Here's what I want you to do after this video. If you do not have a trading journal, go and get one. If you have one and you haven't been using it, just start using it. Or if you have one, go and review all your past trades. See if you can see any patterns. If you're feeling frustrated, feeling like I'm not getting anywhere, something's holding me back, go and review your data again and be dead honest with yourself and say, hey, look, I'm clearly doing this wrong. These are the changes that I need to make. Being honest is so important. If you don't have a trading plan, write a trading plan. Put it somewhere where you can see it. So before you enter into a trade, you can look at it and go, yes, 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 yes. If you can't say yes to everything, there is no trade. That way you're not going to force yourself and just go, oh, this trade might be okay. If you can't tick every box, there is no trade. If you've been unsure about strategies or you've been strategy hopping, commit to a very simple strategy for the next 3 months. Journal and collect data for 3 months straight without straying from the path. After that 3 months, then review all of the data, see what your win rate is, see what your profitability is, and then make an informed decision whether or not this strategy and system is working for you. Not after every single trade, after 3 months of data collection, then make a decision on it. Because those small things are what separates the traders who make it and the traders who don't make it. Just on trading journals. If you need a journal, I have created a journal.
Yeah, so this is a process. This is all a process, and we as traders need to come back to having a trading plan, following a system, following our risk parameters, collecting data, staying committed to a strategy for about 3 months so we can get our feet set. These are the type of traders who end up profitable in the long term because they stick to a system that makes them successful. Anytime you go outside of this system and then you are just everywhere, then a lot of times you're only going to set yourself back from the success of trading. Now, trading is hard, it's a risk, it's definitely a probability game. So I'm not saying that trading is for everyone, and I'm not saying if you do exactly this that you're going to win. But what I would say is if you are committed to trading and you actually do the work, it will produce success for you, but you have to be able to do it the right way. So this is the reason why I believe we should be taking trading a lot more serious than we are, and not just treat it like some casino, but you treat it as an actual business. You're going to have months where you are in the red. Okay, that's fine. But you're also going to have months where you are in the green. Last year, my mentor only had 2 losing months. And of course, those 2 losing months were definitely painful, but the rest of the year were winning months. So the goal is to come out of that month profitable. And once you hit a height where you're making a lot of money, then you can be a little bit more flexible with your system and start creating or adapting to new things that will only increase the profits in your trading because you now know how to trade and you hit the height of success. So give this video a likes or a thumbs up. Share it with anybody who is in need of knowing what trading is all about and that we take trading very seriously. And I'll see you guys in the next video.